At every point in time, everybody is going somewhere.
We discuss about excellence, but therefore,
when you stay and it builds you, just make sure.
The average human is still struggling with self-identity. That is why
everything great starts from the root.
Now, what does it mean to prosper? To prosper means to excel.
Everything you see in your life is function of lack does not honor God. The only person who benefits from your lack is the devil.
I invested in a company, a financial institution, and that financial institution went bad. Central Bank took over and sacked all the directors. The share of that company fell, started selling below book value. So shares that worth 1 naira, people are not even ready to buy it for 50 kobo. And we were having a board meeting. The Spirit of God, when it comes upon me, I speak. But I speak like a mad person, because every true prophet doesn't speak through his listening. The things he says are contrary to listening. Prophets don't speak the thought of man, they speak the thought of God. I say the minimum I will sell this year is 5 naira. My group managing director laughed at me. One of the other directors started laughing. I said, God, none of them is going to go anywhere. They will be in this company until it happens. I prayed a simple prayer and left it. 1 year passed, 2 years passed. One day I was in my office. The angel of God went to work. Somebody called me and said he learned I have this chair that I'm selling. I said, yes. He said, how much is it? I said, 5 naira. The person said, but somebody told me you are selling it at 3 naira and that he refused to buy. I said, well, go to that person. If he tell you, you should buy it from that person. I said the last price is 5 naira. If you need it, you pay. If you don't need it, leave it. The person said, okay. He will call me back. When he dropped the phone, 2 hours later, another managing director of a bank called and said, I learned you have this share and that you want to sell it. How much for it? I say 6 naira. He said, can you sell it to me 5 naira? I said, we are not selling potato. The price is 6 naira. If you want to buy, you pay. It's okay, he will call me back. By 2 o'clock, the man that called me about 9, the first person called me and said he wants to make an appointment to come to my house with the managing director of their, with his chairman of his bank, their company secretary, and 2 other persons. I said, for what? He said, for the share. I said, the price has changed. I'm not telling you the second day, the third day. He said, what do I mean? I said, the price now is 7 naira. He said, what nonsense are you talking? You told me 5 naira. I didn't even agree. Now you are saying 7 naira. I said, oh, sir, that's why you missed your luck when you didn't agree. So I'm telling you the price now. It's okay. That's not a problem. Let's have a meeting. When we meet, we'll talk. I said, no problem. 6 o'clock, I'll wait for you. I called my group managing director. I said, come to my house. There's something I want you to witness this evening. To the fact, before I get home by 6 o'clock, 4 of them are in my house waiting. And we started talking to conclude the share. So they said, hey, what are you talking? I said, I told you. I told you the price is 7 naira. The price has changed. He said, no. You know, you cannot be talking like a child. You know, this, I told my bosses what you said, and we are coming to see if you can reduce. I said, please, if you are serious, we close this deal. If you are not. As we are talking, he was still making argument. My phone rang again. And it was that other managing director of the other bank. Now I put it in open so that he can hear the discussion. The guy said he's on his way with his MD and is coming to conclude this transaction. I said, which transaction? He said, the one I called you from in the morning. I said, anyway, I haven't said this to you before, but I want to be honest to you now. To tell you there are some people in my house now that I'm discussing that transaction with, and I've made up my mind to sell it to them. He paused for 1 minute. He said, Cosmas, I want to ask you a question. I said, please go ahead. He said, be honest to me. Are you so rich that 1 billion naira did not mean anything to you? I said, so what does that mean? He said, I will pay you 8 naira. I put the phone off. Now listen. The man said, okay, let us conclude. Let us conclude. I said, conclude what? He said, he's not conclude the transaction. I said, the price has changed. I'm not saying the second day. I'm not saying the third day. I'm not saying the fourth day. I'm saying the same very day. This thing started happening by 8 o'clock. The angel of God went to work, knocking the head of 2 people. I am a Christian on my honor. I didn't call any of them. The man said, what kind of does it? Oh, you know, he said, okay, let's go and have meeting. Make you get. Then we went out. My managing director said, oh God, don't do this thing now. You know, you are acting like a small. If these people are serious, the other people are jokers. If these people are serious, I said, shh. I am the driver of this car. You are conductor. So just stay in the car and be a witness. Your opinion is not called for this. Stay here and see what happened. They come back and say, okay, you know, these things, you know, they didn't like it, but they have agreed. They decided to pay me the 7 naira, if I say 7 naira, but they want to conclude this. I said, why are you paying me 7 naira? I said, you're a managing director of a bank. I am a managing director of Coscharis. I said, if your board know you can make 1 billion naira, you walk away with it, wouldn't they fire you? The board of Coscharis will fire me if I walk away from this 1 billion. They went out another meeting and come back and say, okay, they will meet me halfway. They will pay 7 naira 50 kobo. I said, okay, I will meet you halfway also. Because you call me in the morning, I didn't call you, and you make effort to be here. Allow me to sell this share to the other people. When I sold it, I collect money. I'll give you 250 million naira free for the call you made from morning till now. They went back again. It's a power of negotiation. I know what I'm talking about. When the Holy Spirit take over, you are in charge, not the people that is in charge. That's why I'm telling you that wealth transfer is not something somebody told me. I cut this story short. That day, we start signing agreement, doing it. They said they want type everything. I signed that night because the way I'm behaving out. I said, no problem. Write everything. At the time, they said, okay, we have come to a middle of the road. We will transfer. We will give you 30% of our share. I said, I don't need your share. Cash. If you need this, you got to pay cash. If I need your share, I come to buy. We signed an agreement. They agreed to buy that share for 8 naira. The following day, I left, went to my hometown in Newi. I was fasting. I'm not saying it's the fasting that made it. Actually, I was on my 40th day of fasting. I knew what consecration is. When I'm talking to you, I'm not talking to you from intellectual conception. I talk to you with practical experience. I didn't fast because of this, but the angel of God went to work. I was in my house at Nnewi. My managing director called me by 9 o'clock. I said, I want to know, who are you? I said, you want me to draw the, what do you mean you want to know who I am? I said, I want to know who are you. I said, I'm Cosmas Maduka. He said, I begin to respect you from today. He said, I collected cash, 14 billion naira. They paid that day. In one day, this is share I have offered to somebody to buy for 2 billion. He refused to buy.